Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Kazuri Alameen, and I want to speak briefly about resentments. Resentments is a very, very profound topic that I teach in some of my groups. The definition of resentments is a bitter indignation at having been treated unfairly, displeasure, irritation, hate, ill feelings. Let me say this again. The definition of resentments is a bitter indignation at having been treated unfairly, displeasure, irritation, hate, ill feelings, anger, and or annoyance. That's one of the definitions of resentments. A lot of us are walking around today and we still have a lot of resentments. It's not about being judgmental, it's about being very, very real at having been treated unfairly by someone. A lot of us have self-resentments as we have treated ourselves unfairly. We've been hateful towards our own self. So if you're hateful towards yourself, that's a very, very powerful dynamic. And if you got some ill feelings toward others, highly respected. But I want to encourage you to look at working through this process, this bitter indignation. Keyword is bitter. Are you still holding on to any resentments right now in your life that you are resentful about, or resentful for, or resentful through? Number one, it's a human emotion. You don't want to continue to fertilize it because it'll keep you stuck. There are a lot of people who are not growing in life right now because they have resentments. You've heard these words before about getting a coach, getting a mentor, getting an influencer. I think that's very, very good. I have those myself. But in order to be able to get to that level, you got to be able to work through some residue to be able to feel worthy enough of wanting a coach, or wanting an influencer, or wanting a mentor. I think a lot of times we don't talk about that enough. We all go through our own stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Where are you at as far as dealing with your resentments? Who are you resentful towards? Why are you resentful towards that person, him or her? What needs to happen for you to be able to work through those resentments? How will you know when you have worked through those resentments? This is an inside job. Only you will know that. So if you're holding on to the resentments come from yesteryear and yesterday. Why are you still holding on to them? Do you know why you're still holding on to them? When will you know you have arrived? When will you know you have healed as far as working through your resentments? Are you holding on to any childhood resentments? I work with a lot of adults who have got children and they're still holding on to resentments from their own childhood that they never did work through. So I want to encourage you to be able to, if you're dealing with the resentments, I want to encourage you, one of the most powerful ways to deal with it is journal it, write it down, get it off of you. And if it's not benefiting you anymore, work on cutting the umbilical cord on this stuff, because it's got a lot of people stuck. A lot of people are walking around right now with a lot of self-resentments. From yesteryear and yesterday, and that stuff continues to grow in you. That's a bad, bad vibration. So I would encourage you to look at getting that stuff off of you. One of the most safest ways, once again, to get started is to journal those feelings. Get you a pen and a piece of paper. You ain't got to write no whole paragraph. Just start journaling how you feel. You need to get it off of you. Depression, ladies and gentlemen, means your spirit is depressed. Low spirits, that's what depression means. So I want to encourage you to be able to look at some different interventions that you need to help yourself, that you can get all this pressure off of you. Once again, we're living in some very, very unique times right now. And you don't need any extra residue. Resentment is real. Some people don't even know how to deal with that dynamic. Well, Mr. Kazuri, I'm not resentful. I'm not here to debate you. But only you know whether you're there or not. It don't make you a bad person, but you want to get those. If the vibe is not good, get it off of you. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been in the mental health business for 39 consecutive years. I work with a whole gumbo of people, children. I'm very comfortable with adolescents, male, female, geriatrics. I've trained over 1,000 counselors in this metro Atlanta, so I know what I'm talking about. Mental health specialists. Everything we do, ladies and gentlemen, starts in our head, not in our heart. Everything we do starts in our mental health, deals with everything. Our emotional health, our physical health, our spiritual health, it all starts in the mind. So where are you at with your resentments today? Are you still holding on to the resentments? What needs to happen for you to be able to heal through those resentments? Have you healed through those resentments? Get this stuff off of you is very, very important. A lot of people right now are carrying a whole lot of emotional weight in addition to resentments, and that stuff wears you down. I deal with a lot of people who got very high blood pressure because there's a lot of stuff from yesteryear and yesterday that they're still holding on to that they don't even know how to get rid of. Some of you, I'll be getting to work through it, gratefully. But get this stuff off you. You're not a bad person. We all got our emotions. We all got feelings, ladies and gentlemen. Some people are afraid of the word mental health. But mental health don't make you crazy, nor does it make you lazy. We all got mental health. I got mental health. We all got mental health. It's not a bad word. We got to outgrow that kind of mentality. So if you're holding on to any resentments, look at getting it off of you one step at a time, straight ahead. You didn't get resentful right away. So you ain't gonna get unresentful right away. But you want to start. As long as journey starts with the first step. So if you're holding on to any resentments, today is the first day of the rest of your life. Yesterday is definitely gone, and tomorrow is definitely not here yet. So start today. Start today. You ain't got to get the whole chicken, but get you a nugget a day to get those bad vibrations off you, because you don't need any extra residue. You don't need any additional emotional stress in your life right now. That's not good for you. Once again, if you're holding on to any resentments, this bitter indignation, this anger, these ill feelings, get it off of you. Get it off of you. You deserve the best this life has to offer. But everything happens, ladies and gentlemen, is an inside job. It's not an outside job. You got to continue to work on yourself every day. One of the things I love to say, you want to strive to improve by 1% every day in your life. 1%. Because if you do that, then you'll study growing. Strive to improve by 1% in your life somewhere, somehow, 1% each and every day. Please, ma'am, and please, sir, get those resentments off of you. Get them off of you. Get them off of you. Get them off of you. Thank you very kindly.